Welcome back to our channel, where psychology meets real life. Today we're diving deep into a topic that many of you have requested. What happens when lust turns into obsession? We all have experienced that initial spark, that magnetic pull we feel towards someone new. That intense chemistry can be exhilarating. But what occurs when that first heady rush morphs into something more consuming? Something that eclipses your thoughts, your actions, and even your identity. That's the unsettling territory we're about to explore. Imagine standing at a crowded party, a sea of faces around you, yet your gaze is locked onto one person across the room. Their laugh, their smile, their very existence seems to be the center of your universe. Every interaction, every shared joke, every touch feels electric. This isn't just a crush, this is lust. A primal force urging you towards expression, towards release. At first, it's intoxicating. It feels as though you're living on a high, as though life has injected a dose of pure adrenaline into your veins. But what if this feeling refuses to stay at the party? What if it follows you home, seeping into your dreams, invading your waking hours? That's when lust tips over into obsession. What? It's the difference between wanting to dance with someone at a party and wanting to possess the entire dance floor with them, shutting out everyone and everything else. In the latter scenario, there's no longer a mutual exchange. There's only a desire to consume. Lust is a potent emotion, a universal human experience that can bind people together in powerful ways. It's the raw energy of desire, the spark of physical attraction that ignites the flames of passion. It's the driving force behind romantic pursuits, the reason we flirt, the way we express romantic interest. Lust compels us to court, to woo, and ultimately to connect on a deeply intimate level. However, the realm of lust is a double-edged sword. While it can forge intense bonds, it also has the capacity to twist and distort, to turn a beautiful connection into a suffocating obsession. And it's precisely this dark side of lust that we'll be dissecting today. How do we recognize the subtle signs when lust starts to morph into something more sinister, something that threatens to consume and destroy? What are the warning bells that often go unnoticed or ignored until it's too late? We're about to peel back these layers to confront the uncomfortable truths that lie beneath the surface of unbridled desire. It's essential to understand that lust isn't inherently bad. It's a natural, primal human drive. But like all emotions, it's how we manage and express that lust that determines whether it becomes a positive or negative force in our lives. In its essence, lust is about immediate gratification, a desire for physical connection and sexual fulfillment. It's a craving for the pleasures of the flesh, for the warmth of another body, for the release that only physical intimacy can bring. This drive is deeply ingrained in us, a biological imperative that ensures the continuation of our species. But while our bodies may crave physical connection, our minds must be our guardrails, ensuring that this primal urge doesn't derail us into the treacherous waters of obsession. Now, let's shift our focus to obsession. This is where the line blurs, and the journey from desire to destruction begins. Obsession is a more complex, darker facet of human emotion. It's a fixation, an intrusive, often uncontrollable preoccupation with something or someone. When lust morphs into obsession, the focus narrows, the world contracts, and all that remains is the object of our desire. The boundaries of mutual respect, of healthy give and take, are discarded. All that matters is the relentless pursuit of the desired outcome of being consumed by the object of our fixation. This transformation isn't just a change in emotion, it's a distortion of reality. The obsessive state can override logic, reason, and morality, leading one to engage in behaviors that are not only harmful to themselves, but also to those around them. Picture this. You find yourself constantly thinking about a particular individual, your thoughts circling around them like a relentless tide. You may rationalize it as having a crush, just a passing infatuation that will eventually fade. But what if these thoughts don't fade? What if they intensify, becoming a constant background hum to your life? You start to neglect your responsibilities, your work, your hobbies, even your basic needs taking a back seat to your obsessive thoughts. You might find yourself checking your phone incessantly, hoping to catch a glimpse of their message or maybe just to see their name pop up, only to be met with disappointment. Days turn into weeks, and still the obsession persists. The once vibrant colors of your life seem too dull, replaced by a gray haze. Your world revolves around the object of your fixation, a puppet dancing on strings controlled by an unseen force. Is this the dangerous territory of lust turned obsession? How do you recognize the warning signs and escape before the darkness envelops you completely? To answer that question, let's dissect the telltale signs that indicate lust has indeed crossed the line into obsession. One of the most telling signs is the constant preoccupation with the object of your lust. If you find yourself thinking about them non-stop, daydreaming about scenarios involving them, replaying past interactions in your mind. Your imagination, once a source of creativity, now becomes a playground for obsessive fantasies. But it's not just about intrusive thoughts, it's about a narrowing of focus. Everything else in your life, your goals, your relationships, your responsibilities, they all fade into irrelevance compared to the all-consuming presence of the object of your lust. Another sign is the onset of possessiveness. Where once there was mutual respect and consideration, now there's a desire to control. You want to dictate their actions, to limit their social interactions, to isolate them in a world that revolves solely around you. Healthy relationships are built on trust, respect, and freedom. But obsessive lust destroys these pillars, replacing them with a toxic mix of control and jealousy. The third indication is the loss of boundaries. In a healthy relationship, boundaries are established, respected, and continuously negotiated. They are the silent agreements that define the terms of your emotional and physical connection. But when lust turns to obsession, boundaries are seen as obstacles to be broken, barriers between you and your desired state of fulfillment. You might find yourself engaging in behaviors that you'd normally stay clear of, crossing lines that you'd previously held sacred. These signs aren't just isolated incidents, they form a pattern, a disturbing mosaic that reveals the true nature of your desire. If you recognize yourself in this narrative, if you see these signs not as abstract concepts, but as reflections of your own reality, then it's crucial to remember that you're not alone and there is help available. Reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's the first step towards reclaiming your life from the clutches of obsession. If you've been captivated by this exploration of lust and obsession, we encourage you to delve deeper into our content. We frequently touch upon such crucial psychological themes. Your engagement helps us continue producing enlightening content. And if you'd like to support us further, consider becoming a patron. By doing so, you'll gain access to exclusive content and be a part of our mission to make psychology accessible to all. See you later.